You walk onto a dealership lot today, sign an $80,000 loan, and drive away thinking you own a truck. You don't. You just signed a highly restrictive lease on a rolling computer that you do not fully control. Over the last decade, automakers quietly abandoned the business of selling mechanical tools. Instead, they transitioned to manufacturing software platforms designed to extract recurring revenue long after the initial sale. They enforce this through a practice called component protection, or VIN locking. Manufacturers are actively embedding microchips into the most basic physical components of the vehicle, from batteries to window switches. This schematic shows exactly how the digital firewall operates. If you install a replacement part, it sends a serial number to the truck's computer. If that number doesn't match the approved list, the software rejects the hardware, rendering a perfectly functioning physical part useless. That software lock is backed by continuous surveillance. Nearly every new truck sold today comes equipped with a built-in cellular modem that tracks every hard brake, rapid acceleration, and GPS coordinate. The manufacturers take your driving telemetry, package it, and sell it to data brokers like LexisNexis. Those brokers then sell your behavioral profile directly to your insurance company, resulting in massive premium hikes without you ever receiving a ticket. The extortion extends to the physical hardware already bolted into your cabin. Heating coils inside your seats and the remote start receiver under the dash are often deactivated by factory software until you agree to pay a monthly subscription fee to use them. A modern connected vehicle requires you to trade true mechanical ownership for a financially hostile ecosystem of recurring subscriptions, digitally locked components, and continuous surveillance. Master mechanics and financial pragmatists have seen this trap close. They are actively refusing to buy anything off the new lot. Instead, they are utilizing the analog loophole. They are hunting down a very specific era of automotive manufacturing, built roughly between 1990 and 2008. These older generations provide reliable electronic fuel injection, airbags, and modern crash safety, but they use physical keys, thick copper wiring, and analog gauges, meaning they contain zero cellular modems or digital surveillance technology. The challenge is knowing exactly what to look for. You have to differentiate between a heavily depreciated, reliable mechanical investment and a rusted-out money pit that will drain your savings. Escaping the digital cage requires taking your precise daily needs, whether that is highway commuting, heavy commercial labor, or off-grid survival, and matching them to the exact engineering profile of a specific analog truck. If you treat your truck as a strict business asset for heavy labor, you need reliable payload and massive low-end torque. For the working professional, the definitive recommendation is the 1999 to 2006 Chevrolet or GMC truck built on the GMT 800 platform, specifically the V8. By buying this specific generation, you completely avoid a disastrous modern engineering feature called active fuel management, or cylinder deactivation, which is standard on newer GM trucks. This cross-section illustrates the catastrophic failure point in modern cylinder deactivation. The hydraulic valve lifters are forced to rapidly switch on and off at highway speeds until they collapse, grinding against the spinning camshaft and shedding metallic debris throughout the oil supply. The older GMT 800 utilizes a simple, overbuilt pushrod V8. It has zero cylinder deactivation hardware to fail, easily clears 300,000 miles, and is backed by decades of cheap aftermarket support. If you do not pull heavy trailers, you fall into the pragmatic commuter segment. You need budget-conscious, reliable, light-duty transportation to get from point A to point B. Your first instinct might be a 1990s Toyota Tacoma, but those trucks suffer from the Toyota tax. Dealerships and internet flippers are demanding $25,000 for 30-year-old compact trucks with rust on the frames. The actual hidden value lies in two specific alternatives: the 1998 to 2004 Nissan Frontier or the 1998 to 2011 Ford Ranger, paired with manual transmissions. The trade-off is clear. You sacrifice heavy payload capacity and modern cabin luxury, but you secure unkillable analog reliability for a fraction of the cost of a Tacoma. For daily work and commuting, bypassing complex fuel efficiency engineering and massive touchscreens is the single most effective strategy to lower your total cost of ownership. Then there is the sovereignty optimizer. This is the buyer who prioritizes absolute mechanical control, privacy, and grid independence above all else. If you demand absolute independence, you look for pre-1996, fully mechanical trucks. The defining examples are the old body-style Ford F-150 or the 1994 to 1998 Dodge Ram with the 12-valve Cummins diesel. These engines operate entirely on physical pressure, engine vacuum, and mechanical timing. They require virtually zero electricity to run, rendering them completely immune to software glitches, algorithmic interference, or remote shutdowns. Ultimate sovereignty comes with a strict trade-off. You will pay a steep cash premium to collectors for a 30-year-old vehicle, and you will give up modern crash safety standards and anti-lock brakes. Regardless of which analog truck you choose, every owner faces a severe strategic threat implemented by the auto industry: the zero stock trap. Automakers and dealerships operate on just-in-time logistics. To force older vehicles off the road, they are intentionally discontinuing production and deleting critical analog replacement parts from their supply chain databases. When a proprietary transmission sensor or a physical idle air control valve is no longer manufactured, a perfectly functional truck gets permanently parked. The supply chain chokes out the machine. Achieving true mechanical independence requires proactive logistical planning. You must identify the critical analog components for your specific model and stockpile those original parts right now, before the manufacturer makes them disappear forever. Taking on the maintenance of an older vehicle is a calculated financial defense against a software-defined automotive market. This decision tree breaks down the strategy. If your primary need is light utility and commuting, your path leads directly to a manual Ford Ranger or Nissan Frontier, bypassing the massive financial burden of modern loans and surveillance. Following the second path for heavy towing and daily labor, the data points squarely to the GMT 800 V8, providing commercial-grade payload while avoiding the catastrophic mechanical failures of cylinder deactivation. On the final branch, if your priority is maximum grid independence and absolute privacy, your destination is a pre-1996 mechanical truck that operates entirely outside the digital ecosystem. Executing any of these paths requires you to commit to basic mechanical learning and the proactive hoarding of critical, soon-to-be discontinued parts. A 2024 truck rolling off the assembly line is engineered as a product designed to extract continuous subscription revenue and behavioral data from the person sitting in the driver's seat. By selecting a curated analog vehicle, you reject the digital cage entirely. You secure a mechanical tool that answers only to your physical key, respects your privacy, and belongs entirely to you.